Hi, good afternoon. I thought I'd do a quick rundown on what I've been up to and show you around a bit with what I've been planting. So, the tomatoes are doing very well. As you can see, they're probably about 4 foot high now, which is good. They are producing. I've got flowers on them, so they are going to produce some tomatoes. Now, I've got the cucumber, the mini cucumber, which is also producing. Tiny little cucumbers there, and they will. I will pick them when they're sort of about that long. The other cucumbers I've got, the other three there, are the ones that I done, and I decided that I would put them all in. My radishes, I haven't thinned them out, but what I do is I pick them like the bigger ones, and then that gives the other ones room to grow. So I picked about, I don't know, well, a few dozen today, and they're about that big, so they're not a bad size. And we can have those for tea tonight. Well, I think Steve's done them for tea tonight. I've got other things growing that I've seeded. I've seeded squash. I've got one little squash coming. I can't see any more coming, but it suits me if I've just got one squash. Also, I've got sweet corn again. As I said, I like sweet corn. I've got two here coming up. They need watering at the moment. Parsnips I've done. We've got parsnips in already, but I've done some more just to put in areas that need filling out in the garden. I went down to the garden centre the other day, and they were doing these lovely strawberries, strawberry plants. I thought I'd buy a couple. They were $6.99 each, or 2 for £10. So I bought two, and they're coming up nicely. I've got one there and one down there. Hanging them in the greenhouse, I think, is a good idea. Now, as I said, I took that table. I said I was going to do. I took that table down, or my brother-in-law did, and here we've planted a whole load of sweet corn. You know I like my sweet corn. They seem to do better and they're sweeter if I plant them in the greenhouse. So we'll see how these ones go. I have got some outside, and we'll see if they come up as nice. I've got the green peppers I've got here, or the peppers I've got here, sweet peppers, and they seem to be being attacked by something. But they are producing the peppers on them. So, I suppose we will get peppers when they get a bit taller. They've got little peppers, but they all seem to be suffering with some kind of insect that's eating them. I know it's not the what do they call them? The snails and the slugs now, because there's plenty of snail and slug stuff down. This is the other beautiful strawberry plant. Got plenty of strawberries there. So that's the greenhouse. And if we look back, it looks quite good at going back there with all the stuff growing, don't you think? Brilliant. So then we go out here, and the runner beans that my brother-in-law put in are all coming up here. Look, lovely. Runner beans, runner beans. Now, we did have the slugs attack the runner beans, so I had to go down again to the lovely garden centre, and I bought some more just to put in, but I was only, a few. The chickens are doing okay. I've had to put, that's my dog again, he does love to shout and bawl. Preston, go on in. We'll go in and see the chooks. There they are. The little babies are getting bigger. Aren't you, babies? Get down. And as you can see, the cockrals, they've started to crow. Well, you can't see them crow, but what I've done with them, I've put, I don't know whether you can see that one there, the big cockerel out there next to the white chicken. Can you see the black things I've put round their necks? They're collars. They're Velcro. I made them myself. They're about, I would say they're about 2 inches to 2.5 inches width, and about 6 inches round, because their necks are quite thin. But I managed to do that the other day. David helped me do it. It's nearly time for them to have a bit of a feed. Can you see this cherry tree here? Do you know the cherry tree that I was talking about? I've got cherries on it. The garden's doing very well. It's growing nicely. We've got, I'll quickly show you round. We've got some lettuces, Brussels sprouts, and cabbages in there. This is my flower bed, but down the centre of the flower bed, you can see the flowers coming out now. Down the centre of the flower bed, I've put some lettuce, because it helps fill a gap. These are the potatoes, look at them. Lovely. They're very tall. So we've got quite a few of those now. Look. A whole garden load of those. And down here, we've got one carrot coming. Just one carrot coming over there. Some more parsnips we got there, and radishes we've got, and in here we've got, I've put two courgettes. They seem to be doing okay. And here are the other sweet corn. They are doing very well out here. They're not lagging behind at all. Also, in this part of the garden, if you can see in through there, I've got cabbages in there. The cabbages I've got in there are bullhead cabbages, and the early, what do they call them? The early January earlies or something they're called. Let's see if I can see what they're called. Oh, January Kings, in there and in there. Here I've got my peas. Look at my peas growing in there. Can you see them? Beautiful peas. More potatoes, look. And around here, of course, now we put the chickens behind bars, I've been able to take the bars from around here. So we've got the rhubarb there, and here coming out